Hey folks, this is BestInSlot with some quick late night Jurassic World Evolution 2 DLC news. We talked fairly recently about how we've got basically confirmation that there's DLC on the way pretty soon, within the next couple of months, before the end of the tax year, which ends on the 5th of April. Well, now thanks to SM4107XX for posting this on the subreddit, and Gabrielle Luna, who got in touch with me on Twitter, we can see that they are actively updating the dev branch and stuff for Jurassic World Evolution 2. They're now prepping and testing that next DLC, so I'm going to show you what we're talking about here. And this gobbledygook here is what we're talking about. This is all from steamdb.info. If you're ever looking to keep up to date on a game and how it's being updated and what the devs are doing, steamdb.info is definitely the website to do it. Don't worry too much about all this. The important thing is this right here, that the changes have gone through 5 hours ago on the 6th of February at 4 PM or so, and that's the LQA that's been updated. You can see it says outsource LQA, so they're sending the files, they're sending a dev branch to the outsourced LQA. Now the LQA, what does that mean? LQA is localization quality assurance, and that typically just means people who are going to go through and translate into different languages. They're going to check for cultural references, they're going to check for spelling mistakes, for grammar. It's just about making sure the text is perfect. As far as I can tell, I believe when Frontier uses LQA for Jurassic World Evolution 2, or at least when it comes to updating the branch as we just saw, LQA really just stands for general testing as opposed to localization in particular. Either way, there's a dev branch that's been sent out to people and is currently being tested before it can be released to us in the public. Now typically that means 4 to 6 weeks or so until a release, and 3 to 4 weeks until an announcement. So it would suggest a mid to late March release, which of course would be a week or two, or just before that 5th of April end that we would expect. End of March is kind of when we expect the DLC to possibly drop anyway, so mid to late March definitely tracks a lot with what we've been expecting. Maybe it'll finally happen. I am expecting a dinosaur pack. I don't expect any more expansions for this game anymore at all. I am expecting a dinosaur pack, but you know, we're always looking for hopefully good free updates. Maybe we'll finally get Microceratus, maybe we'll finally get some kelp. It's always exciting anyway. The other interesting thing, of course, is that Frontier have now started doing Frontier Unlocked. These are monthly live streams, and they cover all of the Frontier games. They no longer cover specific games in specific live streams. We're doing general live streams that cover every single Frontier title. We looked at the first one, we did a stream, and it was mainly about Planet Zoo Console Edition, Warhammer 40k, stuff like this. Nothing Jurassic World Evolution 2 related. We should expect this one to probably also be on the last Wednesday of the month, which for February would be the 28th. So I'm gonna place a wager right now that Wednesday the 28th of February, which is 3 weeks tomorrow, we are going to see the next DLC announced for Jurassic World Evolution 2. They're going to announce it on the Wednesday, and then they'll talk and reveal a little bit more in Frontier Unlocked, and then it'll release in the week or two after, probably a couple of weeks after. It would be a slightly larger gap. I am tempted to suggest a quicker release than mid to late March, maybe early to mid-March, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, DLC is coming, it's actively being worked on. We saw the investor report, which definitely said there was DLC on the way, but you can never be too sure, plans change and stuff like that. But now we know there's something actually being tested. This DLC has been made, it's worked on, there's models, there's animations, there's dinosaurs, there's content, and now it's going through the testing procedures. It's going to be on our hands relatively soon, which is pretty exciting. So anyways, quick little bit of news. Hope you're all excited, and let me know what you think this DLC could be. Could it be our final DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 2? That's going to be a really interesting topic as well. Very curious to see how much longer the game gets supported, especially with news of a new film coming a lot earlier than we would have expected. Exciting times. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Have a lovely night. Cheers much love as always. Bye-bye.